on his pitcher. Oh no, he's pulling him. He's pulling his pitcher. What's up, everybody on Chi-Town Sports Central and everybody that's on Chicago Cubs Central? I was trying to get this figured out. Why, I don't know. Off of my StreamYard account, it wasn't allowing me to be able to stream. But hey, all that matters is I'm here now. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in over here. So join in. Let me get on over here into the chat. See what people are saying over in the chat. See if people are joining in over there. Currently, I have 3 different windows up. I'm on playback, I'm on StreamYard, and I'm on Restream all at the same time, streaming the same game, because this is the only way I could make this work, where I could literally be on YouTube. Where if I'm gonna do Chicago Cubs Central off of here, I might as well go ahead and do Sports Central, since we live calling the Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers game 2. So appreciate you guys for joining in on that. So I figured if I was going to do that, then I might as well go ahead and join in with join in on Chi-Town Sports Central too. Hopefully Hayes don't yell at me about it. We'll see. I might get a text message like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Oh man, let's make this look cubby like around here. Let's get some red and blue. All right, Nick Mears is up pitching for the is up now pitching for the Brewers. DY in the building. He said, "What's good, Mike? What's going on, DY? Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. All right. Nico Horner is 1 for 1 with a single and scored a run in the last inning. 2 on, 2 out. Nico Horner. Let's see what he can do. First pitch, he does not swing at, and it's called a ball. This strike zone is different. I ain't gonna hold you. Woo! Second pitch was outside from Mears. Could he load up the bags for Kyle Tucker potentially? This would be a crazy game, man. Nico Horner hits one high into the air. It is going to be a fly out to right field to end the inning threat. But Chicago Cubs got 2 men on. Let's see if Seiya can hold serve in the bottom of the second. We're headed to the bottom of the second inning. I really thought Seiya was going to be able to there without giving up that 3-run homer. But I should have known Andrew Vaughn's, lucky jinxing ass was going to come and do something like that. He couldn't do nothing when he played for the White Sox, but now they play for the Cubs. I'm sorry, but now they play for the Brewers. He be killing all the time, huh? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. All right. See what we got, y'all. Let's see what we got. Hopefully, Shota Imanaga can have a quick inning here, because if not, this might be the end for him. If he gets one or two men on, expect Craig Counsell to make a change here. I don't. You just can't afford to let this game get out of hand. You know, like I said, he's already given up 3 runs. Throughout the season, we talked about Shota, but we always gave him a pass because we were like, well, yes, Shota has given up home runs this season, but luckily, thankfully, they've always been single, like 1-run home runs. It hasn't been, like a 2 or 3-run shot. But here in the postseason, he gives up a 3-run shot, and that's bad business. You can't win games like that. So he's going to have to take a seat if he begins to load up the bags again. We'll just have to see what happens. And we're back. Game's back on. Shota's back on the mound. Pitching first, four-seam fastball. Clips the top of the zone. 0-1 to Durbin. Second pitch is a splitter that is low that he does not get a swing on. And another swing and a miss to Durbin. 1-2 to count. And Durbin catches one, but it is right to Seiya Suzuki for the first out. Good job, Seiya. And of course, as I predicted, Mizorowski is in the bullpen right now, warming up for the Brewers. I knew we'd see his tall ass at some point. Wasn't getting around that. And first pitch is a strike. This went to Blake Perkins, center field, playing center field tonight. Perkins with three homers and 19 RBIs during the regular season. Definitely in there for his defense, not for his offense. Hitting out the 8 spot. 1-1 to count. 1-2 the count. Shota clips the corner with a 4-seam fastball. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe wherever you are watching this, whether it is on X, on YouTube, on playback. Also considering adding Twitch next year for the live games, live call games. Through a 2-2 to count now after a high fastball. Splitter coming. No, it's a 4-seam fastball. It was low, but he perked it off. 2-2, 1 out. See what we got. Shota strikes him out, just overpowers him with a 91-mile-per-hour fastball. He's going with that fastball more than that splitter in this game, which probably isn't a bad idea, especially after giving up that home run. I think that home run was a splitter that he threw in. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the third. 3 strikeouts for Shota Imanaga in this game already as he sees Ortiz. Bottom of the second, not bottom of the third. My bad, y'all. Ortiz is going to foul that one off. 1-1 to count. Ortiz once again fouls that one off. 1-2 to count. I have to laugh because the amount of no-name people that are playing for the Dodgers, that are playing for the Brewers right now, is really remarkable. Ortiz swings at a splitter, hits it, but it is foul. I mean, the Brewers are what they say they are. They really are just everyday guys. Like, their players don't look like ball players. Like, their players look like dudes you see on the street corner. All right, let's see what we got. And call it strike. Safe. Oh, come on. 2-2 to count. He swung through on that one. But the ump says that he did not swing. I thought he swung through on that. That should have been a strikeout, but whatever. 2-2 to count. Shota has to get him out. Does not want to turn the lineup over. Another foul ball. Shota, you had 37 pitches already. It's top of the second. 2-2 to count. Let's see if that high fastball get him to swing real quick and get this out right here and get out of this inning. Get back to the bench and give the offense an opportunity. Kyle Tucker is leading off in the top of the third. Ortiz is going to hit one, but it's going to be right to Seiya Suzuki for the out number 3. And that's going to end the bottom of the second. Brewers don't score. We go to the third. Up next, we got Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, and Ian Happ hitting next. That was a good inning from Shota. Much better than the first inning, honestly. And obviously, I think we all know why, because in the first inning, he gave up that home run ball to Andrew Vaughn, of course. So, but Cubs hitters have to get on base. They have to score. Point blank, period. We got to do what we got to do. We don't have trouble getting on base, guys. I mean, like I said, if there's a bright side to this, we don't have trouble getting on base. But like I said, we have to to hold the lead once we get the lead, too. And that's really, really important for this team. Appreciate each and every last one of you guys that are tuning in, holding tight, hanging out with your boy, whether you be on X, whether you be on not Restream, whether you be on YouTube or whether you be on playback. Thank you guys all for tuning in, man, watching the game with your boy. Headed to the top of the inning. Cubs, Brewers tied, gridlocked at 3. Who's going to break that? Open for the Chicago Cubs. Mizorowski is officially into the game. Jacob Mizorowski over the season, the all-star Jacob Mizorowski. This is his first appearance this postseason. He has a 5-3 record in the regular season, a 4.36 ERA in 15 games, 66 innings pitched. This is his first postseason action. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the kid does, man. First pitch is 103 on the gun and is a strike. Second pitch is 104 on the gun. Kyle Tucker is swinging at that one. A half-hearted swing at it nonetheless, and as a strike. Fans cheering, excited that he might get his MLB strikeout against King Tuck. And that one is low, and Kyle Tucker does not swing at that one. 1-2 to count. Kyle Tucker finished the season with a 266 batting average. Kyle Tucker is going to hit one, get a hold of one, but it's going to go right to the third baseman for out number one. Mizrachi gets his first out, does not get the strikeout. We'll probably get that here against Seiya Suzuki next. Cubs got to be patient. Like I said, I know this kid is Mizrachi is a killer. We know that, but at the same time, the Chicago Cubs have to. We just got to be patient. First pitch is low for a ball. Mizrachi already looking at the ump like, bro, what was that? 1-0 to Seiya Suzuki. Second pitch is high, 103 on the gun to Seiya Suzuki. 2-0 to count. Third pitch is over and away. 103 on the gun. And 3-0 to Seiya Suzuki right now. This postseason is as a player. He's going to command a decent amount of money. And Seiya Suzuki, say what you want about Seiya Suzuki with his highs and his lows during the regular season, but he is definitely going to command a decent amount of money in the postseason. I mean, when he for another contract because of what he can do in the post. He has been killing. Very, very patient at the plate. All right, Mizrachi's got a man on, 1 out. Ian Happ is batting left. He's a switch hitter batting left right now. First pitch is a curve ball that misses at 90 miles per hour. This has always been the hang up on Mizrachi, though. The kid his stuff is electric and he can rush it up there with the best of them. But does he have can he get it in the strike zone? 1-0 to count. Second pitch is a four-seam fastball that is away. 2-0 to count. Brewers manager clapping his hands, encouraging the kid. Ian Happ looks even kill. Oh, they're gonna call that one a strike, but it wasn't. That one was outside too. 101 to count. Ian Happ is going to swing and miss on a slider at 97. My goodness. Whew. This kid throws heat. 2-2 to count. 1 out, 1 man on. Ian Happ's going to swing at something outside the zone. Oh, he didn't. Oh, good plate discipline from Ian Happ. 3-2 to count. Let's see if Mizrachi will walk another one. He's throwing a curveball, 2 four seams. He's throwing a slider, and then he went back to the four seam. Most of his stuff have been outside the zone. And Ian Happ strikes out. Mizrachi gets his first posting strikeout against Ian Happ as he couldn't hold up, and that would look like that was out the zone too. I don't think that was in the zone. That was high. Had Ian Happ held up on that, he'd be on right now. But you know, Carson Kelly comes up, the righty, high 96 on a slider. It doesn't slide at all. Want to know the count to Carson Kelly? Second pitch, right down the middle with that slider. Perfectly executed. 97 on the gun for a strike. 1-1 to count. Seiya Suzuki is on first base. Pitch is high. 102 on the gun on that four seam. The only pitch this dude has control of right now is that slider. That's crazy. 2-1 to count. I'm sorry, I said 1-2. Carson Kelly's going to foul one off and back. 2-2 to count. Brewers fans jump to their feet again, waving their rally towels. Carson Kelly calls time, shakes his head, lets us know he's ready. Mizrachi looks in, looks back over at Seiya. 2-2 to count. The pitch. And a curveball that completely missed, saved by William Contreras. I always want to do that. By William Contreras, not Wilson. And Carson Kelly lives to fight another day, gets another pitch. See what he gets. See what Mizrachi has for him. Honestly, y'all, I'm not swinging. I don't believe the kid's nerves has it. He swings. Mizrachi, long, tall guy, gets him out. And unassisted goes over. Mizrachi jumping up and down, shaking, saying, let's go. It's the top of the third, Mizrachi. Somebody might have told him there's still 6 more innings to play. But, top of the third, Cubs don't score. We head to the bottom. We'll see what happens. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, watching with your boy. Hanging it so much. Chicago Cubs facing off against the Milwaukee Brewers. Bottom of the third. 3-3 tie game. Appreciate everybody on a Monday night hanging out with your boy. Work was pretty good, man. Dang. Once again, y'all are losing every round of fantasy. That's wild. Every year, too. It's my last year playing fantasy football because I never win. And every year I get sucked right back into playing again. Show them Monogs to Jackson Cheerio is a splitter. He's on it, but it's right to Ian Happ for out number 1. Cheerio was not waiting at all. Yeah, no, this is crazy. I legit lost every single league I played in. I played in the 6, and I've lost in every single last one of them this week. Four-seam fastball to Bryce Terrain. And it's in for a ball. Second pitch to Bryce Terrain is hit high, fair, caught by Ian Happ. Show them Monaga. Hey, that's crazy. When Shota won't even look at the ball while he drops his head. Maybe he's made up within himself. Instead of trying to strike guys out, he'll just as soon take the flyouts because he's got 2 back-to-back flyouts to left field. And up comes William. I'm sorry. If there's Brewer fans watching, I apologize. I'm sorry. Time was called for the count. Showed up. William Contreras takes a splitter down low, ball. Second pitch is another splitter, 83 miles per hour. That one is a strike. Swinging strike for William. Oh, my goodness. Woo, that ball is long gone. And the Brewers take the lead on a solo shot from William Contreras. My goodness, that ball was long gone. Out over there in the left field. Nothing you can do but look up at that one. Brewers take lead in the bottom of the third. Not gonna lie to y'all, this is why pitching matters. This is why pitching matters. Still a lot of baseball still left to be played. Christian Yelich and he gets another base hit. He is demolishing the ball out the hand of Shota Imanaga. 2 outs, man on, and it's first pitch swinging for you, Christian Yelich too. It's like the first pitch he sees. My goodness, he's seeing the ball really well. Andrew Vaughn, the last guy before William Contreras to score off of Shota Imanaga. and he will not see Shota again. It looks like Dane Palencia is up and headed out to pick. Shota Imanaga does not make it 3 innings against the Milwaukee Brewers, but he's pulled. He gives up 4 runs, a 3-run home run, and then one more home run. This time giving up Contreras. Shota was ready to walk off the mound. Shota's not happy. Not happy with himself. Not happy with this outing. Four to three is the count. Bottom of the third, man. Rally now. There's a lot of baseball still left to be played, man. A lot of baseball still left to be played. Dane Palencia is coming into the game. He was very instrumental in the Chicago Cubs a series win against the Padres. Let's see what he has in store for the Brewers. Brewers fans are dancing. They're happy. They're excited. They have the lead. You miss having you miss having Justice Steele. You miss having Cade Horton, don't you? Andrew Vaughn's home run in the first inning was the first time the Milwaukee Brewers hit a grand or a 3-run homer in the postseason. That's hilarious and also shameful. Dane Palencia, first pitch, rushes it up there. It's a 4-seam ball, and it is a ball. Second pitch is a slider that is taken for. See what we got here. 1-1 to count. Man on first. Ooh. Oh, thank God. And Ian had one, and he is, but not before William Contreras gives the Brewers back the lead. Did a lot of celebrating around the bases. I was excited as I think it's one of his first postseason home runs. So no, he was excited. Unfortunate for the top of the fourth inning. Chicago Cubs got to respond. Let's see how they respond, man. It's postseason time. Offense has to respond. Hang your head. Not gonna lie, I feel bad for Shota. We definitely needed more out of him. We needed. I don't know if you guys watched the daily episode today. I said that we needed like vintage Shota. We just didn't get that, man. Just didn't get that out of him today. And I know he's gonna be down on himself and blame himself for this, but just is what it is, man. Walk people who can't give up base hits because it turns into a big inning when that does happen. So, Chicago Cubs offense. I mean, like I said, they provided a lot at the beginning, of the game. Run shot from Seiya, so you can't turn around and give up give the lead back up with a big inning on your own. Can't do that. So the big tall lanky Oski is back out there again. Pitching. This time he'll see Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete popped up to the third baseman on his last AB. Let's see what he does this time. Pete shows bunt and takes it for a strike, even though it wasn't a strike. But hey, what do I know? Swing and a miss at a ball for Pete Crow Armstrong. Mizraski's ready. Up. Four-seam fastball that hits 104 on the gun and is taken for a ball. 1-2 to count. And Mizraski is going to strike out Pete Crow Armstrong. Kid's hype, man. He is hype. He's excited to be pitching in the postseason and to be pitching well. I mean, for what it's worth, he's pitching well. You're allowing him to lock in now. You didn't make him pay when he couldn't find the strike zone, and so now he's locked in and he's pitching pretty damn well. Dansby Swanson is up to the plate now. Down the middle is a four-seam fastball that Dansby takes for a strike. Second pitch is a strike. Third pitch that Mizraski thought should be a strike. Dansby Swanson fouls that one off. Cubs got to have some pride, man. Cubs got to have some pride, man. You do not want to go down 2-0 in this series. Pitch high, a curveball, 2-2 to count now to Dansby Swanson. Mazeroski looks in, 2-2 to count. And he held off him with a curveball. Dansby puts his bat back on his shoulder and walks off. And Matt Shaw is back up. First pitch from Mazeroski, four-seam fastball, strike. Next pitch is missed on a curveball. 1-1 to count to Matt Shaw. Matt Shaw is horrible this as far as offensively this past season, postseason. Just has not hit the ball, not been able to add much offensively at all. 2-1 to count. Here, this is some talking trash about him to go get a third baseman in the offseason. But hey, what do I know? This 3-1. See if Mazeroski battles back, gives him a competitive pitch right here. And another pitch off and away. Matt Shaw takes the ball for, and that brings up the best hitter on the Chicago Cubs in the postseason. That's right. Michael Busch is subbing in for Justin Turner. Thank God. Now let's see if we can put on some runs. Now it's hard to ask him in the middle of the game to come in and take, but obviously he's going to take over first base. See what the Cubs got, man. See what the Cubs got. Got to play with some heart. First pitch was a four-seam fastball, called the ball. 1-0 to count. Second pitch, Michael Busch hits it. It's a fly ball and caught by Jackson Chourio right before it flew out. And that's going to end the fourth. Top of fourth, at least. Do nothing. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. First lead 4-3. Chicago Cubs got to play with some pride, man. Guys are in contract years. Guys are out here trying to command all this money. Guys want all these different things, perform in order to get that stuff, man. Name and recognition alone shouldn't afford you that, you know. In the case of Kyle Tucker, probably, you know, so some of these other guys, like I said, I mean, nah, I don't like it. those of you that are watching this or watching baseball and not watching Monday Night Football, the Jaguars currently lead the City Chiefs 14-21. And Trevor Lawrence going Trevor Lawrence every single time, boy. Really just got an interception. Just threw an interception and finna get a ball right back over to Kansas City. Right in red zone territory. You get all right, Dan Palencia back out there for the Cubs. First pitch, he rushes it up there, and it's a ball. Want to know the count? To Sal Frelick. Second pitch, four-seam fastball right down the middle of Sal. 1-1 to count. Third pitch is a foul ball for a strike. 1-2 to count. Sal Frelick going to hit it right. Dansby throws it over and gets out, throws out Sal for out number 1. Dan Palencia on 7 has gotten 2 outs already. First pitch for Dan Palencia is a slider that is up and taken for a ball. 1-0 the count. Oh, Danny Palencia hit him. You'll have that with Danny. He rushes it up there sometimes. Durbin wears it and heads to first base. That's on an exposed arm. Ooh, that's on an exposed, right here in the forearm. Ouch. Well, no, he hit him in the elbow. In this part of the elbow. That'll sting. He's gonna feel that. We'll see what Danny Palencia can do here. Hope he can keep this just a 1-run game. 9 pitches for Danny Palencia. Got a man on, man out. And the bottom of the order coming up for Milwaukee. We'll see what he can do. See if he can get these out mid here. First pitch, a four-seam fastball at 100 miles per hour. And that's a strike. Perkins is the one up. Perkins fouls off the second four-seam fastball. 0-2 to count. Third pitch gets rushed up there, four-seam fastball. 1-2. Perkins struck out his first time when he faced Shota Imanaga. 4-3. Brewers lead. Man out. See if we can get play ball right here and get Danny out of this completely. Don't want him to have him say another batter. Dang, Palencia strikes him out with 101 miles per hour on the gun off of that one. Good job, Danny. Hold serve right there. Cubs do have somebody else warming up in the bullpen, it looks like. It looks like that's Drew Pomerantz, if I'm not mistaken. All right. First pitch is in the dirt. Carson Kelly gets up. Throws over to first, check in. 1-0 to count. See if the Cubs can get out of this unscathed. Durbin slides back in over there to first. He was close on that one. He almost got him. Tag was laid down a tad too late. 1-0 to Ortiz, the 9-hole hitter for the Brewers. And Ortiz is going to single up to center. Balls collected by Pete Crow Armstrong. And the lineup turns over to Jackson Cheerio, who is clearly Brewers' best hitter. All right. This could potentially turn into another big inning. All the Brewer fans are standing in the arena, right? They're really wanting this to see this right quick. There's a lady sitting in the front row with the fakest pair of boobs. Sorry, y'all. Nothing else to talk about. All right, let's see what we got here. Cheerio. 2 men on, 2 outs, 0-1 to count after hitting the foul ball. Let's see if Palencia can strike out and get us out of this inning unscathed. Second pitch, fouled off. Third pitch, swung on, hit far, and is a 3-run home run for Jackson Cheerio. The Brewers take a 7-3 lead. Wow. Right to dead center field. Goodness gracious. Brewers are laying it on. Told you Jackson Cherry was their best hitter. It was the best chance of them adding on here. It's great home run ball for the Brewers today. 3 shot from Andrew Vaughn, a solo shot from William Contreras, and another 3-run shot here from Jackson Cheerio, and that puts up big huge numbers. Another big huge inning for the Brewers. Chicago Cubs have only had 1 inning without the Brewers being able to score. And Craig Counsell is running through his line now. Drew Pomerantz is coming out to pitch. Pitching change. All right, Drew Pomerantz into the game. 2-2 on the season. 2.17 ERA and 57 appearances for the Chicago Cubs. 49.2 innings pitched. And he will see Bryce Terang. First pitch swinging from Bryce Terang is a foul ball and the four-seam fastball. And he will get him out with a pop out to the pitcher. The Chicago Cubs are unable to prohibit the big inning. One swing of the bat from Cheerio, and the Brewers are on top. 7-3. Whew. Cubs got some work to do. If we got any hope of coming back in this one, we got some work to do. You know, I really want to send the link to Tyrone so he can join me just so we can cuss the Cubs out. Mm. Woo. Well, sudden turn of events, huh? Top of the fifth inning. Chicago Cubs got work to get back into this game. They need to start scoring runs. No more scoreless innings. Mizorowski back out there. He will see Nico Horner. First pitch. Brewers lead 7-3, top of the fifth. Second pitch in there, four-seam fastball, 99 miles per hour for a strike. Jackson Cherio looked like Boogie Cousins, but like smaller. Nico swings at a four-seam fastball for a strike. Next pitch, Nico swings again. That one was 101 off the gun for a foul ball. Nico with a nice single right out there, dumps it right out there into right field. One man on, nobody out. First base hit against Mizorowski. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Put a little pressure on him, man. Come on now. Kid's young. Still a winnable game for the Chicago Cubs. I know they're down 4 runs. Still a winnable game for the Chicago Cubs. It's the 5th inning, top of the 5th. Your pitchers can't come in and give up any more runs, but, you know. All right, Kyle Tucker steps in. Second time seeing Mizorowski. He rushes it up there at 100 and the four-seam fastball that was out of the zone, but Kyle Tucker swings at it and misses. Second pitch is a strike on a slider that just touches the corner on the right side. Kyle Tucker gets a hold of one at 100 miles per hour. It's a four-seam foul. He tried to shoot it the other way to left field. Unfortunately, foul. Patrick is up, right-hand pitcher for the Brewers. Mizorowski looks like he is nearing the end of his night. Is outside, 1-2 to Kyle Tucker. And Kyle Tucker swings and misses on us from Mizorowski. Another strikeout for Mizorowski. That's the first out of the inning. He was out in front of that one by a good mile. 4 strikeouts for Mizorowski in this game so far, as he sees Seiya Suzuki. Man at first, Nico. First pitch is a strike. Seiya's 1-for-1 in this game with a 3-run homer and a walk. One and one to count. Mizorowski sees the pitch he wants, checks back over there on Nico. Nico's not even looking like he wants to steal. Clearly. And a pitch down low. 2-1. Seiya swings and misses at a slider. It looked like he was going, but clearly he did not. And the fans are standing, waving their rally towels. Top of the fifth here. Looking like Mazeroski might get his fifth strikeout of the game. And Seiya is going to foul that one off. And Seiya is going to hit a fly ball. It's over in the corner and caught. Wow. Everything going the Brewers' way, man. Everything going the Brewers' way. Ian Happ is up. And he's called for a strike. That was low. Ian Happ looks at him and says, "Really? That was a strike? You sure?" Says, "Yeah, I'm sure." 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this game so far for the left fielder for the Chicago Cubs. Next pitch is a changeup that misses. The next pitch is low, 2-1. Ian Happ gets up under one. It's a slider. And Jackson Cheerio loses his hat in the process of catching that out. Out number 3. We move to the bottom of the 5th. My boy Trey just texted me and said, "Join in my suffering, brother." Oh, man. It is suffering. I just tweeted out, y'all. I'm like, look, if this was the Phillies, I honestly wouldn't even be that mad. It's irritating because it's the Brewers. That's what makes it irritating. And it's like all this is just like luck is just really on the Brewers side, which honestly, in the post regular season, in order to have a championship season, you got to have some luck. Now, let's just say worst case scenario, they beat the Cubs. At Cubs season is done. Brewers go on to the NLCS and they face the Dodgers. Right? Can they beat the Dodgers 7 times? I mean, can they beat the Dodgers 4 times? The question. And with the luck they've been having, I mean, who knows, man? It could be possible. Appreciate everybody, man, that's tuning in, that's watching, hanging out with your boy. Lovely Monday night for a late night game between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee, bottom of the 5th inning, where these two teams are duking it out. Well, actually, they're not duking it out. The Brewers are spanking that ass. And it's say nothing like when I mean, literally earlier this season, trash to Brewers fans, mad trash on X. And, you know, I mean, if they come find them tweets and come back and say something to me, I can't. What can I say? Like, hey, bro, I mean, what else can I say? Up hope we're gonna be right here back here Wednesday Central, where the Chicago Cubs take the field in Chicago. Hopefully, it's an earlier game too, because Chicago, so things will transfer over. So if we're on the same schedule, as we'll definitely play second. So Dodgers will game will be technically 9:00. So the Cubs will probably start at 6:05, especially if it's a game on T. It's hard watch though. Contreras, William Contreras. I've done that so many times tonight. William Contreras from Drew Pomerantz. Pomerantz with a four-seam fastball for a strike. Second pitch is a foul. Drew Pomerantz. William Contreras has it's wild, and he strikes out. Drew Pomerantz strikes him out. First pitch in to Christian Yelich. That's the first time Christian Yelich all got the first pitch. It's almost like he knew exactly what Shota Imanaga was going to do. He swings at the second pitch, fouls it off. He's 2 for 2 in the night. Oh, and 2 for Christian Yelich. Off the next one. And Yelich hits this one high, but it's going to fly out to Ian Happ for out number 2. And for Drew Pomerantz, he is done for the evening. He walks to the bench. Craig Counsell is calling in Colin Ray. The Appreciate y'all, man, that's tuning in on the live stream, doing the watch along. Thank you guys all so much. I'm over here on Twitter posting shit because fuck this game, dude. And like all the Cubs Twitter is all thinking the same stuff. How is this lineup producing this many runs? Like, seriously, there's no way you can mean that Andrew Vaughn that could not hit the ball in Chicago for the White Sox is literally turns into Paul Konerko for the Brewers, and then that you got the kid Jacob Mizorowski and what he's doing. Jack Churio looks like he's a superstar now. All of a sudden, Christian Yelich is turning back. Come on, man, come on. Colin Ray in the game now. Two outs, nobody on. Andrew Vaughn is 1 for 2 with homer. Swings and misses at the second offer, and 1-1 is. Andrew Vaughn right now. Andrew Vaughn fouls off the next pitch, 3-2 to count. And he walked him. All right. Milwaukee with another chance to put another run on the board here. All right. Colin Ray throws a 82-mile-per-hour curveball for a strike. Man on first, 2 outs. Brewers lead 7-3 in the bottom of the inning. The 1-1 to count now after that curveball misses. Sal Frelick is 0 for 2 in the game so far. Sal Frelick hits a foul ball. He is now 1-2. Come for the strikeout here. Frelick is going to foul another ball off, that time a 4-seam fastball. That one is outside. 2-2 to count now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's late as hell. And if the Cubs don't end up doing something fucking exciting by the 7th inning, I might end this stream. I might end this at the stretch. I'm not finna get 3 outs over and over and over again, another 4 innings. see. Sal Frelick fouls that 3-2 to count. Fans and Frelick is going to hit one, but right to Seiya Suzuki to end the inning. We head to the top of the sixth. See what the Cubs can do, man. Got to get some runs on the board. It's getting late, early. So as you just joining in, the Chicago Cubs trail the Milwaukee Brewers 7-3. Home runs from Milwaukee. Jackson Churio, a 3-run shot off of Daniel Palencia. A 3-run shot from Andrew Vaughn off of Shota Imanaga the game after the Cubs took a 3-run shot from Seki. And then William Contreras also hit a solo home run against Shota Imanaga also. So, all right, Carson Kelly is up. Brand new pitcher in, throws in the sink. Patrick throws in the sinker for a ball. I'm sorry, for a strike to Carson Kelly. Second pitch is outside to Carson Kelly. One and two to count now. Carson Kelly swings and misses and strikes out. relatively quiet all day long. 0 for 2 already in the game. PCA swings and misses. Oh, and 2. A ball way out of zone, a sinker that misses. 1 and 2 to count on PCA. 1 out already from Carson Kelly, who struck out. And a ball that looked like it almost hit PCA, but it hit the dirt first. Yeah, it hit the dirt first. Wow, literally left a mark in. Fouls off to stay alive. 2 and 2 to count. Craig Counsell looks so depressed over there, bro. Mad as every Cubs fan is, nobody's more mad than Craig Counsell. And PCA swings and misses at a slurve in the dirt. You don't see those slurves well, do we? Goodness gracious. Whew. Dansby Swan is going to hit one that stays fair. He doesn't run it because, yeah, you know, such as it goes. Dansby Swanson hits the first pitch. He thought it was going to go bounce foul. Air kicks up. Had he ran that out, he'd be on first base right now, but instead run it out. He's out. All right, so we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's see what the what the brew of the 6th. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in and watching, man. I know this ain't the most exciting live stream line. I was happy at first. Like I said, I mean, I was excited when Seiya Suzuki hit that 3-run shot, but I can't lie to y'all. This shit's a buzzkill, man. 7 unanswered runs. 7 unanswered runs. All right, Colin Ray is back out there pitching again. First pitch to Ortiz is in for a strike. Second pitch is a strike. Third pitch is a ball outside. Woo! And Ortiz puts a charge in that is going to be caught by PCA. That for anybody else would have been a double. But with PCA out there in center field, that is clearly just an out. PCA showing you why he will probably more than likely be your Gold Glove out there in center field for this season. All right. The only consistent outs the Chicago Cubs have been able to get is the back part of the lineup for Milwaukee Brewers. And that gets hit right over to Dansby Swanson where he is throwing out. That's Perkins. Throwing out again. 2 outs. Ortiz holds up, does not swing. Oh, that was out of the zone. 1-0 down to him. Next pitch is in for a strike. Next pitch is a ball outside. 2-1 to count. Another pitch outside. 3-1 to count to Ortiz. And he gets called for a strike. 3-2. See if Colin Ray can battle back and get this out right here. Interesting how Carson Kelly moved that ball on that play. And he hits a foul ball. And that is going to roll fair. And Ortiz is going to be safe. That's crazy. A little dribbler to third baseline, and it stays fair, and he is safe. And Colin's pissed that ball stayed safe. Stayed safe. Stayed fair, not safe. That's weird. All right, Jackson Cheerios up again. 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer. He's licking his chops. And he is going to hit it. Oh, Dansby throws it away. Ouch. Dansby Swanson stops the base hit for Jackson Cheerio, but then when he comes up, throws it away when he's trying to throw him out at second base to Nico Horner. That ball came at him fast, and Ortiz is a good runner. He got up quick. He just threw the ball and sailed it right past Nico Horner's glove. 2 men on. One at second, one at third. Outs. When it rains, it pours, doesn't it? All right, rally towels up, fans waving around. Bryce Terrain, candidate to get 2 RBIs right here and really put the Cubs out of their misery. First pitch from Colin Ray is a curveball in there for a strike. Second pitch is the ball. Third pitch is a splitter that he fouls for a strike. 1-2 to count. Let's see if Ray can get just a 4-run lead. You really don't want to add in any more runs without you scoring anymore. Jeez, Bryce Terang is only 25? I don't know why I thought he was older than that. Bryce Terang swings at a fastball and hits it foul. And Bryce Terang is going to hit it to Nico Horner. Nico Horner going to pass it over to Michael Busch. And that will do it for the inning. Cubs with hits, 1 error. Trailing the Milwaukee Brewers, headed to the top 7. Let's see what they can do. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just need to hear this. I need to go and listen to Pat Hughes tell him and Ron Ron Coomer tell some stories just to make me feel better. Whenever the season that the Cubs made the trade, and traded off Javi and Rizzo and Bryant and everything like that. Listen to Ron Coomer and especially Pat Hughes guide you through and just tell you stories and make you laugh, and like you almost that it was just like a sad ass season because all of your guys that you knew and loved, all of them just got traded away. So, like I said, and this thing, and like I said, when the Cubs are really getting beat down, it's just great to go listen to them to talk and tell stories and laugh and stuff like that, man. It makes me laugh. It makes me forget the fact that the Cubs are absolutely shitting the bed right now against the Brewers in this series. All right, here we're back. New pitcher in for the Brewers. Koenig, something like that. He's going up against Matt Shaw, pitching to him. First pitch is a sinker, and it is in for a strike. This dude is another. How many tall pitchers do they have on their squad, man? My goodness. He was 6-1 in 72 appearances for the Brewers this last past season. 8.2 ERA. Walked his last time out. Actually, he's walked twice. Next pitch, taken in for a strike. 2-1-2 to count. Big redhead works from the stretch, and is super. Appreciate you, Eli23, for subscribing, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. Tall says, I don't think we hit a beach ball except Saya. Matt Shaw just struck out. And was speaking of not being able to hit. All right. Michael Bush is up again. He has a strike now. He also has a ball, 1-1 to count. One to count now after he shows bunt, moves it out the way. Michael Bush, it looks like he's going to fight. That one like it's going to be another Dansby Swanson deal right there, but it actually rolled foul this time. 2-2 to count. Sensei Suzuki hit that home run in the first. Chicago Cubs have only mustered up 2 hits. They've had 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, 0 runs, and 23 plate appearances. And they all look sad as hell over there on the bench right now. And Koenig throwing away. 3-2 to count. Appreciate y'all that's tuning in over on Chicago, on Chi-Town Sports Central too. Michael Bush fouls that one over on YouTube. I know sits dormant. Like nobody ever really actually uses that channel out of any of the Chi-Town Central guys like that. So whenever I do log into the Restream, I usually, if I'm doing a live stream or something like that, I'm gonna try to show some love to that channel because I mean it is there too, and I think that was maybe the original. Michael Bush hustles, but a grounder, and is called out. Craig Counsell waiting, not going to challenge. 2 outs. Nico Horner is up to the plate. Javon hustled over to get out at first. . Nico charge into one, but it's gonna be caught. All right, guys, we are headed to the 7th inning stretch. The rest of the game, you guys can either watch online or steal a stream or listen to Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer. But that's what I'm gonna do to try. I'm gonna go have a drink or something, man. This is terrible. I'm so pissed right now. I can't even lie to y'all. I'll get a show either recorded tonight after the game is over with and released tonight, or I will release something in the morning. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Listen, I appreciate you guys so much. Sorry that the Chicago Cubs are letting us down. Like I said, this is tough to watch 2 games in a row like this with the live stream, especially this late. So we're gonna game 3 will be Wednesday. As they go up against the as they go up against the Milwaukee Brewers. They could still come back in this game. It's only 4 runs, but you got 2 innings to try to do it, the 8th and the 9th. So we'll see what they do with that. But like I said, man, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, go Cubs, go. Peace.
Thank you for watching another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, the #1 spot for all Chicago Cubs content. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more Cubs content.